Death and rebirth, endings and new beginnings are the theme for November 2020. Being in the heart of Scorpio season, it's no surprise that these are the themes that are coming up. A lot of people shy away from topics involving death and endings because they have a negative connotation and make us feel uncomfortable. But it is within that death, it is within those endings that we have glorious and amazing new beginnings. And for you, Virgo, that is no exception. You guys are about to embark on a new journey in life that is super positive, absolutely amazing, and has you being the star of your own show and no longer being in a supporting role for everyone around you. Are you ready to embark on this new journey, Virgo? All right, let's go. What's up, Virgo? I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. As always, my name is Mel and welcome to my channel, Divine Feminine Works. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This channel is everything tarot, astrology, and spirituality. So if those are the things that interest you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you'll always be notified when I come out with new content. All right, this is going to be the Astro forecast and Horoscope for the month of November 2020. So, November in a nutshell. One word, intense. Mainly because the sun is in the mainly because the sun is in the sign of Scorpio for a majority of the month. And Scorpio generally is an intense sign. Scorpio is complex. Scorpio is deep, intense, a truth seeker, someone who's almost like a detective, like getting to the heart of the matter. Scorpio is also a very powerful sign associated with the planet Pluto. So there's a lot of these different sort of energies at play during Scorpio season. And what's most interesting about the season is that this is when the veil is at its thinnest. So there is this commingling between the spirit world and our reality where communication with spirits, with our ancestors is super not only important, but it's very easy this month. And there's a lot to be learned from death. One of the major themes of Scorpio season is death and rebirth, particularly this Scorpio season. I don't know about you, but there has been this energy surrounding endings that has been really profound and very intense lately. And I feel like we're all going through that. I'm going to explain, once I get into the astrology of the month, I'm going to talk about the new moon in Scorpio that just happened earlier, a couple of days ago, and how the energy was so powerful and very symbolic of Scorpio as a sign and Scorpio season for all of us. New moons are all about new beginnings, right? It's about that time where you plant new seeds. The new moon phase of the moon is the beginning of the lunation cycle. So it's all about beginnings. It's all about setting new intentions and new energy. However, this particular new moon and the energy of this new moon, I believe, is still available to us, which is why I'm putting such an emphasis on it. This new moon in Scorpio was more so about endings than beginnings, because in order to have a new beginning, you have to have an ending. And it shows us and it reminds us that there is life after death and that endings signify and breed new beginnings. Sort of related to that is this notion of the underworld. Like I said before, Scorpio is associated with the planet Pluto, and Pluto in Greek mythology is synonymous with Hades, the god of the underworld, and the underworld in and of itself. And Scorpio season really asks that we traverse the underworld, because that is where we're going to find a lot of information. That's where we're going to find the truth of a lot of things. And I feel like that is sort of how Scorpio season has been playing out for all of us. For you, Virgo, you have an emphasis on your third house this month. So you've got your third house of communication and ideas and mental activities and interactions is the sign of Scorpio. So that's where your focus is this month. You've got the sun in your third house. You've got Mercury in your third house. You had that new moon in Scorpio in your third house. And by the end of the month, you're going to have Venus in your third house as well. So there is this really big emphasis and pressure being put on your mental activities, your communication, your neighborhood, so your immediate vicinity, your community, the community within which you live, the community, that's all around you, that's right around you. Skills, techniques, siblings, and extended family members. All of that is being highlighted during this Scorpio season. So why don't we get into the astrology and see how the month is playing out for you in particular. So one of the major happenings this month is, or should I say was, because this already happened and I'm filming this video after the fact, was the exact conjunction between Pluto and Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn. And this happened back on November 12th. So this happened last week. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you'll know that I have spoken at length about this great conjunction. And the great conjunction is Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto all conjunct in the sign of Capricorn. All of these planets are occupying the same space. They're all in the same house. And their energies are mixing and mingling. And in doing so, it's partly what is behind all of this chaos and turbulence and energy shifts that we've been feeling as a society, like as a whole, right? A lot of the upheaval that you're seeing on the news and, all of this crazy stuff is attributed to this great conjunction. But this great conjunction is also playing out in our own personal lives, depending on where it is placed in our charts. For you, Virgo, it plays out in your fifth house of self-expression. So you guys are learning how to express yourself in a way that allows you to stand out from the crowd. Virgo is very indicative of service. It's all about, Virgo is the supporting actress. If we're talking about a film, right, you'd be the supporting actress. You wouldn't necessarily be the lead role, right? This great conjunction is showing you how to stand out, showing you how to be that lead actress, showing you how to express yourself in a way that is unique to you and that expresses your unique abilities and characteristics. So, that being the case, how does Pluto and Jupiter conjunct play out when it comes to you, and why does it even matter? So, Pluto and Jupiter conjunct is the way it plays out. It's like this theme of hidden treasure. I want you guys to think of diamonds. Diamonds are really pressurized earth matter, right? A lot of people think that diamonds come from coal. They don't come from coal, they come from earth matter, which could be coal and other minerals mixed together. But if you put those together, add a lot of pressure and time, you end up with a diamond. Now, before a diamond is formed, that earth matter looks seemingly worthless, right? Coal, who wants coal, right? You get coal in your stocking if you've been a bad boy or girl, right? If we're talking about Christmas. So it's really worthless. But a diamond, right? A diamond in the rough is valuable. It's beautiful. It's a luxury item. So it's like you find treasure where you would least likely expect it. That is the theme of this Pluto and Jupiter conjunction. And so when it comes to you, Virgo, there's a certain self-examination that you need to do in order to find your individuality, in order to get you to be that lead actress in the film, right? There's a certain amount of self-reflection and self-examination. And I love how all of this is happening during Scorpio season because this conjunction is directly related to the theme of Scorpio season, which is about traversing the underworld. It's by going into the underworld that you are going to find your treasure, your abundance, your good fortune. And for you, Virgo, I feel like that has to do with your personality. I feel like it has to do with your creative abilities that you really need to tap into. Some of you may have creative blocks. Some of you may have interacted with people throughout your life who have sort of stifled your creative abilities, have stifled your ability to stand out and be an individual. And it's examining that throughout Scorpio season that is going to allow you to find your good fortune, to find your abundance. That's how that's going to play out for you. All right, so that happened back on the 12th. The following day, we had Mars going direct in the sign of Aries. This is pretty important because Mars has been in your 8th house of transformation, of shared resources, of sex and intimacy since June. So apart from just feeling very horny and wanting to have sex, a lot of you have this energy at your disposal to really transform your life, to sort of have a rebirth, have a phoenix rising from the ashes moment in time. And you guys have that energy available to you since June when Mars first went into Aries. Now, Mars is at home in Aries. Aries is Mars's home sign. So the energy of Mars is very potent. Mars energy is all about get up and go. It's about action, taking action. So a lot of you have really been focused on taking the steps to really change your life. Some of you, it may have to do with finding intimacy with sex. It may have to do with shared resources, but by and large, I feel like there is a personal transformation that's going on with you, Virgo, that you've been taking action steps towards, at least since June. But once September hit, Mars went retrograde. And with Mars retrograde, that energy, that drive, that ambition that you felt to have that personal transformation just wasn't available to you. But thankfully, now that Mars has gone direct, that energy is now available to you again. And now that you know this, now that you've been put on notice that this is what's going on, use that energy to your advantage. If there are things that you really want to transform in your life, things that you want to shed permanently, things that you want to die in your life so that you can plant new seeds and have new life and rebirth, now is the time to do it, particularly with Mars having just gone direct. All right. Moving right along, on November 15th, a couple of days ago, we had this new moon in Scorpio. And I'm going to put the link in in that little corner right there so that you can check out that video, because the message is super powerful and very important for all of us. But this new moon in particular was very different. New moons, like I said before, are all about new beginnings, but this new moon was all about endings. And being that Mars just went direct, and Mars is the ruling planet for Scorpio, and this new moon was in Scorpio, that new moon was very aspected, meaning that it was very powerful, that Mars energy was giving that new moon an extra surge of power in order to get things done and take action. So you are really being called right now to end certain things in your life. And with this new moon happening in your 3rd house, where you're having all of this emphasis, there are things in your immediate vicinity that I think need to die out. Certain aspects of relationships that you may have with siblings or extended family members need to die out, need to end. For you, when I was shuffling your cards and really getting into the space of doing this video for you, the word community kept popping up. I feel like a lot of you are having ideas with respect to your community. There is this certain rebirth that you want to have in a particular community. Now, your community doesn't necessarily mean the physical community in which you live. I feel like for some of you, it may have to do with an industry that you're involved in, a community that you want to create, but you're having these ideas of this community that you want to be a part of, that you want to foster, that you want to nurture. I feel like that's the new beginning that you guys are trying to establish. When I was shuffling, I also heard release. There's certain things that you're releasing at this time so that this community can take form, or so that you can engage yourself in this community a bit more. And I think being that you have this heavy 3rd emphasis third house emphasis. This release may have to do with certain ideas or ideals that you have. I feel like you're going to be aligning your thoughts and your communication with this particular community that you want to be a part of, or that you want to nurture or foster or start. So a lot of you have a different way of thinking. Again, with Mars in your 8th house of transformation, I feel like you are just going a personal overhaul. There's things about your personality you may be changing. You may be changing your immediate vicinity to sort of fit this new ideal that you have about yourself. And with the great conjunction happening in your 5th house of self-expression, a lot of Virgos are like, you're finally learning how to express yourself, how to stand out, and how to be that lead actress in the movie that is called your life. All right? So that's all wrapped up into this new moon that we just had in Scorpio a couple of days ago. So very powerful, very potent. Check out the link to that video. Again, I'll leave it in the little thing up there, the little eye, so that you guys can check that out and watch it. All right, so moving right along, on November 21st, we have the sun moving into the sign of Sagittarius. So although you still have this heavy emphasis of third house energy, once the sun moves into Sagittarius, your focus is gonna shift towards your 4th house of family, of ancestry, of your home, of property that you own. I'm gonna get more into that in the Sagittarius videos that I'll do next month. But all I want to say is that your immediate vicinity, your basic needs, what you need to feel comfortable and secure is going to be the focus for you, Virgo, between now and the end of the year. But again, I'll get more into that once we get into Sagittarius season. That same day, you've got Venus moving into the sign of Scorpio, again into your 3rd house. Your mental activities, particularly your relationships with your siblings and your extended family, is going to come into play, I feel like. And there's also going to be this energy of value placed on your ideas and the communication that you have with others, particularly your ideas. I feel like you guys are going to be thinking about ways to do things more efficiently, ways to get things done in your immediate vicinity, organizing things, particularly if you guys are looking to start a community or build a community. I feel like you guys are going to have ideas related to efficiency and value that you place on those ideas, and those community relationships are going to come into play once Venus moves into Scorpio. All right? And then finally, we end the month on a huge note with a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Gemini. Full moons generally are all about illumination. They either show us the culmination of work previously done, or they shed light of things or on things that have been in the dark for some time. This full moon lunar eclipse directly relates to the new moon solar eclipse that happened back in May. So think back to May of this year. What was going on? What was entering your life at that time? I feel like this full moon lunar eclipse is going to show you the progress with respect to whatever that was. On the other hand, I also feel like this full moon lunar eclipse is going to eclipse things out of your life that are not in alignment with who you are becoming, and where you need to go. For you, Virgo, this full moon lunar eclipse is happening in your 10th house of career and public life. So when it comes to that, and that's a major thing, right? Your career, your public life, your reputation, your status in society, your social station, all of that is being worked on with this eclipse. So whatever is not in alignment with where you need to go, especially since you're undergoing this transformation of becoming the lead actor or actress in the movie of your life, anything regarding your public life or your career that's not in alignment with that is likely going to be eclipsed come this full moon lunar eclipse, right? Also, again, this may be the culmination of some career goals, of some public work goals that you had since the new moon solar eclipse back in May. So think about that. Again, it's going to eclipse out of your life what's no longer necessary. And it might do so in a very public way, being that this is all playing out in your 10th house of career and public life. So again, we're ending the note we're ending the month on a very high note and with a bang. So keep that in mind once we get to that full moon lunar eclipse on the 30th. All right, Virgo, if that's pretty much it for the month of November. If you'd like to know more about the astrology of November, I'm going to put the link in the description box below for the November 2020 horoscopes. You can read for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. You can get information on the pertinent transits for the month and get some information on your ruling planet and how it affects you throughout the month. So again, that link is in the description box below, and don't forget to check that out. All right, so now that we've gotten the astrology out of the way, let's get into the tarot and see what messages Spirit has for you for this month. All right, first off, oh, I like this. And I'm a Virgo sun, so you know I directly relate to this reading, which is why I'm extra excited right now. But side note, little tangent, all of these videos, especially the astrology portion, is based on your rising sign. So when I say Virgo, this can apply to you if you're a Virgo sun as well, but it's also if you're a Virgo rising. So that being said, find out what your rising sign is. You'll need to know your exact birth time, birth location, and birth date. And you can go on a site like Astro.com in order to get your sun, moon, and rising. And when you're watching these videos, you should watch for your sun sign and your rising sign. I find that those particularly relate. You can also check out your moon sign as well, as all three of those will sort of give you a comprehensive overview of your life, essentially. So think about that and check those out as well. But anyway, back to you. First card out is success. Yes, love it. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Well, yes, love is the highest vibration of all. And I feel like you guys are going to feel really good. Again, when I was shuffling your cards and getting ready for your video, I felt this release. Interestingly enough, I did Gemini right before I did you guys. And Gemini felt really closed off. Gemini felt very restrictive. It's almost like Gemini had like to put up these boundaries and barriers, but I feel the exact opposite for you, Virgo. For you, I feel like there's a certain, you guys need to open yourselves up. Especially, I kept getting community. You guys need to immerse yourself in a community, and you'll know what community I'm talking about because it'll directly relate to you. You'll know. The first thing that comes to mind is really what this is talking about. There's an opening up that you guys have to do. And I feel like like you're also opening yourself up to success. Remember I said that full moon lunar eclipse is going to be happening in your 10th house. The 10th house is about success. It's about ambition. It's about, what's the word? I just drew a blank. It's about like rewards. It's about recognition is what I meant to say. It's about recognition, and I feel like you guys are going to start to finally see that and feel that this month and into December. Something is really working out for you. You're feeling the love is what I'm getting. You see how this looks like it's just emanating, right? That's sort of how you're feeling. You're feeling loved. You're getting love in return. Like, it's just all around success for you, Virgo. All right. We've got the Child. All right. This is two things. Some of you are about to embark on a childhood journey, meaning having children, conceiving children for the first time. The 5th house, which is where the great conjunction is and where we had that exact conjunction between Pluto and Jupiter. You know, that finding that diamond in the rough. For some of you, it's embarking on the journey of having children because the 5th house, where all of this is taking place, covers children and the conception of children as well. So some of you, if you are not trying to get pregnant right now, do what you need to do to not get pregnant because a lot of you are fertile is what I'm hearing. You're fertile. You are ready to give birth. For others of you where this doesn't have to do with having kids and, you know, all of that stuff, for others of you, it is just newness, giving birth to new things. Some of you are satisfying your inner child. For some of you, what I'm hearing right now, Like I said before, Virgo is very much a supporting actress or actor. You guys support everyone else. You guys are so much of service to others. But I feel like your inner child is like, what about me? I want this. I want to be in the limelight. I want to have the attention. A lot of you are going to start listening to your inner child. That's where this personal transformation is coming from. You guys are going to finally address this inner child. For others of you, you're just going to be starting something new and it's going to be successful. It has to do with community for a lot of you, with that heavy third house emphasis of your immediate vicinity or a community that you're creating, regardless of what it is, whether it's community, whether it's children, whether it's finally stepping into that role of lead actor or actress, you guys are going to have success. Oh, it does not get any better for you guys. We've got manifestation with 8. You guys have this manifestation power that's on fleek right now. You guys are really able to have what you want and make it happen. Give birth. There is this energy of giving birth, either literally or figuratively. But you guys, children are the ultimate manifestation of ourselves, right? They call the 5th house the house of self-expression because children are an expression of ourselves. A lot of you, if you're not giving birth to actual children, but many of you will be or are about to embark on that path, so get ready. For those of you where that doesn't apply, you are able to see the manifestations of yourself in the outside world. Your self-expression, your unique blueprint is going to be able to be manifested around you. You're going to be able to express yourself successfully in different ways, giving birth to different things, communities, relationships, ideas. You're going to start to see expressions of yourself all around you. It's almost like, imagine you give birth to like 20 different kids. And they're grown and they're starting to move about the world. That is a piece of you walking around. That's 20 pieces of you, 20 expressions of yourself walking around, moving in the world, leaving their mark on the world. That's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. Your mark is going to be left all over the place. Your self-expression is going to be all over the place. All right. Look at that. Mirroring. This, I'm getting chills right now. See, this is you. This is the expression of you. You are going to see yourself expressed in everything. Enough said. Right? I can't stress that enough. All right. We've got Observer. Interesting. I feel like you're going to see it. That's why we've got the manifestation card here. It's not just about having ideas, right? It's about seeing those ideas take shape, seeing those ideas come to reality. You're going to see your ideas mirrored to you all around you. You're going to see the community that you've developed and fostered mirrored around you. Remember I said when I was shuffling, I heard release. You are releasing parts of yourself into the world around you. For some of you, you are releasing sexual fluids. Like I said, you're going to be giving birth to actual kids. So some of you are, releasing. And with Mars in your 8th house covers sex. Yeah, y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? A lot of y'all are going to be, shooting up a club. Not literally. That's just what we say when, you engage in sex in order to conceive. Y'all are going to be doing a lot of that, especially with Mars having gone direct. I'm silly sometimes. You'll have to forgive me. But yeah, you are going to see yourself and observe yourself reflected all around you. It's time for you to step into that lead actress role. Oh, Virgo, this reading just doesn't get any better. Like, I'm super excited. Again, not just because I'm a Virgo sun, but because you guys, y'all have been through it. Y'all have had some very dark days. Y'all have had, some of you have really wanted to give in, some of you really have wanted to give birth to new things for quite some time and you weren't able to. And after much trying, y'all are perfectionists, so you guys will keep at it. You guys are diligent. You will be persistent until you're able to have that perfect ending, right? That perfect end product. And you haven't been able to do that. But now is the time. Now you're going to be able to do that. And you are so elated. I feel your energy. You are elated. You love the success that you are experiencing, and you're just happy. And for all the no's and the delays and the roadblocks that you have been experiencing, we have yes. Yes. Yes, you can get pregnant now. Yes, you are going to give birth to a healthy child. Yes, you are going to have success in your career. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. It's time. It's time. Woo, I love it. All right, let's get into the tarot and see what other messages we've got right now. Yes, is what I'm hearing. All right, first card out, 3 of Wands, expectation. You can expect that, yes. You are on the right path. Some of you, I feel you have been diverted from your path, or you were diverted from your path. I feel like you guys started out okay. And then at some point, things kind of got derailed. I'm not getting like a specific time period. I'm just getting this as a general message. You guys were derailed from your path, but now you're back on it. And you can see the end result. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So keep moving forward. All right, let's get another one. Ooh. We've got the Star. This is hope and healing. And this is you being the star in your own show. You are no longer in the background. You are no longer the supporting actor or actress. You are the star. So get ready for your place in the sun. Get ready to shine brighter than you shined before. Because now you are going to be thrust into the limelight. I mean, if you've got the manifestation of your self-expression all around you, how can you not be a star, right? It's your time. It's your time to shine, Virgo. So shine brightly. Shine bright like a diamond. We also got Temperance. So Spirit is like, yeah, I'm making things happen on the back end. You may not see it, but you're going to start to see the results. You've got guardian angels. You've got ancestors. You've got spirit guides, people from beyond the veil who are making things happen. They're helping move things around so that you can be the star in your own show. This is also saying, take this in moderation. I feel like you're going to have a lot of success that comes through quickly. And Spirit doesn't want you to lose sight of what's important. And it's like you're going to go from one extreme to the next. And you need to have a certain amount of moderation. And you need to have a certain amount of patience as well. It's going to come quickly, but it might not come quickly right now. It might take a little more time because, again, you've still got some... oh, sorry. I dropped one of the cards. No, here it is. Okay. You still have a ways to go. You're still on this path. So it's really imperative that you use moderation and that you have patience. All right, let's get some more cards over here. Oops. All right, we've got the 10 of Wands. Y'all have had a lot of responsibilities, and I'm hearing heavy is the head that wears the crown. You guys are going to have a lot of responsibilities on your head. Right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But again, you also need to practice moderation. That's why this Temperance card is here. But you guys are going to have a lot of responsibility. But I also see you guys having a lot of passion. A lot of passion. Some of you, these are ideas. These are ideas that you are passionate about. Remember, I said that great conjunction is taking place in your 5th house of self-expression. It also covers the house of passion, things that you're passionate about. I feel like you're going to start to have all of these ideas about things that you love, things that you want to do. Again, all of these wands are you expressing yourself outwardly, seeing the expression of yourself manifest in your reality. That's what these wands are also talking about. All right, let's keep it moving. It's too many. All right. Oh, we've got the Tower. This is talking about sudden endings and this coming in suddenly. Like I said before, you're going to go from like 0 to 100 in 60 seconds, but it's not necessarily going to happen tomorrow. There's still a ways to go, right? But when it comes in, when this success comes in, when this manifestation finally comes to fruition, it's going to hit you like a lightning bolt, right? For others of you, this talks about a sudden ending. Remember, I said this new moon in Scorpio was really about endings more so than beginnings. And I feel like you may have had a sudden ending that plays into all of this. If anything has ended recently or is going to end, especially this also talks about the full moon lunar eclipse, something being eclipsed out. It's also not lost on me that this looks like the White House. Although these people are black, you can kind of tell that there are people being eclipsed out of the White House as well, but that's another video that, I won't get into right now. But in any event, if something is eclipsed out at the time of the full moon lunar eclipse, know that it's making room for all of this great stuff to occur. So anything that's suddenly lost or suddenly dies out, it's for your highest good. Right? Whew. I knew this card was going to come out. Remember I said it was going to happen suddenly? This is a fast surge of energy. This is one of the fastest moving cards in this deck. Again, you are going to go from 0 to 100 in like 2 seconds. Again, there's still some work to be done. You're still on that path, but when it hits you, it's going to hit you like lightning. And all of a sudden, you're going to have success. You're going to have manifestation, and you're going to have that yes. That yes. Let's see what we got at the bottom of the deck. Oh, Virgo, I am so excited for you because look at this. Look at what we got at the bottom of the deck. I feel like your life is taking a turn for the better. This is the Marriage card. This is the 10 of Cups. This is the card of complete emotional fulfillment. Y'all, after experiencing so many no's, so many delays, so much hardship, your time has finally come. It's time for you to shine bright like a diamond. It's time for you to finally have that love that you seek. Someone's coming to you. Oof. Hold on. I'm so excited. I'm like getting ahead of myself. You've got this Marriage card. Someone is going to come with an offer to give you of what? Love. Got the Lovers here. Y'all have some really great relationships coming. Relationships that are meant to last. But it's all about traversing the underworld. It's all about doing that dirty work first. It's all about staying the course. For you, Virgo, it's about that personal transformation. What needs to stay in your life? What needs to go? How do you transform into that lead actor or actress in your life? Because it's lights, camera, action. The film is about to start rolling, and it's time for you to take your place as the star. And all of the people who are supporting you are going to come into the fold. That relationship, that boo, that person that's going to play your husband or wife, yeah, they're about to come into the movie as well. That child that you want to have, that supporting actor or actress that's going to play your child, yeah, they're about to get into the film as well. And you're going to have that movie-like romance, that movie-like life that y'all have wanted for so long. It's about to hit you like a ton of bricks. So get ready. All right, I don't need too much clarification here, but I really want some clarification on this 10 of Wands. I want to see what that's all about. What is this 10 of Wands all about? We've got the Ace of Swords. So this is about a victorious new beginning. I feel like, remember how I said it's more than just ideas. You're not just going to have these great ideas about things that you love. You're going to be able to communicate them so that you can express yourself and see the manifestation of your self-expression in the world around you. This is what's starting. It's kicking things off. You're about to start to see this play out in your life. All right. Let's get one on this tower. I want to see what this is all about. This stress, this worry, yeah, that's about to be eclipsed out of your life. And you are about to really learn the power of your own magic. We have manifestation here, so you guys are able to make things happen. You guys are actually able to think about something and then see it in your immediate reality, see it in your immediate vicinity, see it in the world around you. You guys are going, it's almost like you're suddenly going to have magical powers. Maybe for some of you that is. Maybe your magic is going to really be turned all the way up now. And you're going to be able to just boop, make things happen. Point your magic wand and boop, make things happen. Oh, I want a husband. Boop, there he is. Oh, I want kids. Boop, there they are. Oh, I want this house. Oh, I want to foster this community. Oh, I want this house in this new neighborhood. Boop, there it is. That's what's going to be available to you, Virgo. Dope shit. This is so dope. Like, I'm so excited right now. Yeah, and you guys are going to be moving fast. When this thing hits, you're going to like hit the road running. Most definitely. Oh, I'm so excited for you. This is so great. So great. All right. Let's get 3 astrology cards to close out this magnificent reading. All right. Semi-sextile. Interesting. This is allowing. Is that what that says? Yes, allowing. You just have to let this happen. Gives hope to. Wasn't I talking about hope here and wishing upon a star? You've got your spirit team in the background. You've got some energy beyond the veil that's really putting in that work and making it happen. So allow it to happen. Like I said, you guys are very much about us. You guys naturally are supporters. You are in a supporting role. And I feel like some of you may be uncomfortable with being the star of the show because you're not used to it. Allow it to happen. Don't fall back into old patterns. Don't fall back into your old comfortable role. Accept your time in the sun. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow your self-expression to flourish in your reality. You deserve it. Just like everyone else that you support, you deserve to be supported. You deserve to shine brightly. So allow it. Let's get another card here. Okay, we got 2. Conjunction. Pluto conjunct Jupiter in your 8th house. No, I'm sorry. In your 5th house of self-expression. Diving deep under the surface, traversing the underworld, and really examining your personality, your person, your character traits is what's going to help you find your abundance. It's that Pluto conjunct Jupiter that's really going to help y'all out. And then we have Capricorn. Capricorn is associated with the 10th house, which is where we have that full moon lunar eclipse. Capricorn is also where this conjunction is taking place. And Capricorn is also what? Your 5th house. I cannot, look at this, the boss. Y'all ain't the manager. Y'all ain't the supporting role. Y'all ain't the cleanup crew. Who is this? The boss. It's time to take your seat on the throne. It's time for you to boss up. It's time for you to be that star that everyone follows. It's time, Virgo. Get ready because it's coming in real quick. And what are you going to hear going forward? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's time, Virgo. Enjoy. All right, that has been your astro forecast and horoscope for the month of November 2020. I sincerely hope that y'all were able to get an important message from here. I feel like this whole entire reading is just so pertinent to you and so important. I really think you're going to enjoy these next couple of months, Virgo. All right. If you would like to book a personal reading with me or order an astrology report, those links are in the description box below. So don't forget to click on those. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Divine Feminine Works. Every week I do a series called The Week Ahead, where I do a quick and dirty tarot read, as well as a quick and dirty astro forecast on the upcoming week. So click on that link so you can follow me there so you don't miss any of that. As always, everything I do is a labor of love and comes straight from the bottom of my heart. If you feel so inclined and would like to tip me by buying me a coffee, and trust and believe tips are always appreciated around here, I'll leave that link in the description box below so you can click on that and check that out as well. Virgo, my loves, congratulations. You've made it. You've made it to the point where you are finally going to start seeing success, hearing the word yes, and manifesting all that you desire and stepping into the lead role in this new movie that is called your life. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.